Hola, mi gente. Welcome to WATERMARK podcast con La Margarita.
Oh, okay. Good evening, everybody. This is your boy, Uncle Meech, Big Meech, Professor, your cousin and your best friend. What's going on? How y'all doing? What's up? What's happening? What's happening, Captain? What's up, Margie?
Buenas noches and Namaste.
I'm gonna get that namaste down. She look like one of the kung fu fighters when she do that. Do it again, namaste. Yeah,
Namaste.
that's hot. I like that. Yeah, we got started off with a little something. I was trying to do something that I knew you was gonna like. Hold on. I told you I was gonna have some Bad Bunny.
Out Bad Bunny.
Why does it take so long to get to the bass line of every Spanish song I listen to? So that's it. The Bad Bunny's hot. I had to do that, okay? Bad Bunny is so hot. I told you I was going to have some, and we had to listen to it. There you go. I got to learn how to dance. Can you salsa?
Hi, salsa. I am a magnificent salsa dancer.
What?
I'm talking going back to the Copa on 60th and 5th, the Palladium,
You're not from New
Side
York.
Street in the Bronx.
Why you always like that you from New York? You're from Connecticut.
I'm from Bridgeport.
That's not. So why are you yelling all these New York clubs out? Why don't you yell out? Why don't you yell out a Bridgeport club?
Sazón y Mambo. The last one I danced that was Sazón y Mambo in Bridgeport.
Okay, thank you. That's what. But now I want everything you say talk about Bridgeport. I'm talking about New York City.
I have New York experiences.
Well, I don't want to.
You don't even claim Brooklyn. What you say? I'm a Floridian.
I am Floridian. That's why I work on my tan in Florida. What's up, everybody? I see people shooting out, saying what's up. How you doing, everyone? What we're going to do is work on our timing, because of me, because I'm totally off time. She was totally on time. Oh, how's work? I'm always interested in her working. Her working is like a phenomenon to me. I'm just so interested in her working.
You know, I've always worked. I've worked for over 30 years in my life.
If you can see my head right now, if you can't see it on radio, I'm shaking my head like, hell no, she ain't work. I knew her when we worked the job together, and she didn't work at that job, okay? So I don't know why. You did not work at that job. You told the boss what you was doing, and that's what you did. You didn't work. You didn't work.
Work isn't about being a slave to a job. It's about working it smartly where I don't have to work physical.
All right. We're in the evening time out here in the beautiful confines of Margie's backyard with her sanctuary. She moved us around now. Now we have beautiful, voluptuous women in the background pictures. That's hot. Is that picture sold in the background?
No, it's not.
If you want to buy the picture, shout out to Margie. There's a few housekeeping things that I wanted to talk about today. One of the big things, my boy told me I need to shout out that the Bucks are 2-0. So they're winning, and that's a big deal. If you're in the Tampa Bay area, if you're not in the Tampa Bay area, you don't care. Well, I don't care either. But we care. We're 2-0. We probably haven't been 2-0 since 1922. So we're very happy about that. Very happy. What was the topics today? Do you want me to go over some news first?
Yes, go over some news.
Okay. The biggest news that hit me today, everybody's talking about the congressional hearings and about the judge, who's trying to be the judge, the new judicial person. I know you don't know. But there's a guy putting in, I forgot his name. He wants to be a judge, the top judge in the land, okay? And he's got some things going on, like the Clarence Thomas piece with Anita Hill, that he done touched her, tried to do something to her before. So that's all come up. It's all coming up. My word to the fellas is be careful what you do, because it just might come back and bite you in the butt later. Okay? That's one of the things I wanted to say. But there's one disturbing thing I heard, and I don't know if you heard it yet, that they was talking about Sesame Street, about Ernie and Bert. And then they said that Ernie and Bert were gay.
It's been like that since forever. Where the hell were you?
Hold up. You knew that Ernie and Bert was gay?
Forever. And I don't even watch Sesame Street and just seeing it. Yeah.
So how did you know Ernie and Bert was gay?
Because it's always been. You listen. You watch their mannerisms, the things they said. You never paid attention?
I ain't never seen Bert touch Ernie's ass, not one time.
Maron.
Okay, so how would I know that Ernie and Bert was gay? Just because they sleep in the same room together. I sleep in the same room with people before the same sex. And I mean, I'm screwing them.
Exactly. So why did you just say because you didn't see him slap him on the ass, it didn't show they were gay?
So
listen, observe. That's what life is all about.
I have observed
observation.
I have observed Sesame Street for almost 20, 30, 40 years. And in 40 years, I have not gotten any sublime messengery that Ernie and Bert was gay. I am totally upset. The world should be upset. I'm upset. And every male in America should be upset. We've been tricked, hoodwinked, and bamboozled. Okay? That's all I have to say about Ernie and Bert.
Because of Sesame Street.
Yeah! That's a foundation. That's like telling me Mr. Rogers is a pedophile. Okay?
We're not going to go there.
Shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't happy with it. And I said shit. I said it. It's like shifting. SHIFT.
Well, if my aunt is Gladys is still watching, please apologize to her.
To shift?
To my aunt Gladys for what you were saying.
About what? About Mr. Rogers?
I'm sorry, bendición, Titi.
What happened? What did I need to apologize for?
Nothing.
Because I said Ernie and Bert were gay.
No!
I didn't say it. They said that Ernie and Bert was gay. I'm not mad that they were. Yeah, I'm feeling some kind of way about that.
Who was the other?
Teletubbies?
Yes.
How do we know that Teletubbies is gay? Is Barney gay too? Oh my God!
I never heard that.
Because somebody sent out emails and texts to let me know that anybody else. Not that I have anything against that. I'm just saying all this is going on. Is Dora gay?
No. We're talking about old cartoons. It was other ones that were gay. Wasn't somebody from Charlie Brown?
Is G.I. Joe? Was he gay?
Why are you?
Thundercats. Okay, I'm just asking. I want to know. I'm so sorry. I want to know. So that was one of the big things going on with that. And I didn't bring it up. That was national news, okay? They were saying that the whole time they did Ernie and Bert, they did it as a gay couple. Okay. And I had no clue that was going on. And everybody who heard about it in the newsroom, and they showed it, and they talked about it, nobody wanted to touch it and say anything about it. But it's not a bad thing. It's just, wow, I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? That's like if somebody, like when my mother put vanilla flavor in the pancakes. And I was like, man, this pancake is so good. Why does her pancakes taste so good? And then she says, you know what, baby, I put vanilla flavor in my pancakes. Then I was like, well, shit, I just needed to know. Okay? That was it. That was it.
That was it. That was good.
That was good. That was good.
So now you know.
Now I know.
You feel better.
I feel some kind of way. Okay, but I don't know if it's better.
Carry on.
Hey, did you see what happened at the Old Faithful?
No.
In the national park? That the guy kept sticking his head into the
Old Faithful?
Yes, waiting for it to go off.
And what happened?
It didn't go off. I was like, please. I was like, go. I was having to blow his ass up. And you know he had to be white doing something like that. Ain't no black person's going to do that. I know no Spanish person going to think, well, I ain't doing that, homie. Nobody Spanish is going to do that. Nobody black going to do that. That had to be especially a white person. And I have a white person in the room right now that's really frowning right now in the background, okay? And she has the sexiest tattoo on her foot that I've ever seen. I didn't even know you can get a tattoo on your foot, okay? And she has a tattoo on her foot, and she showed me the tattoo on the foot, and it's off the chain. I'm going to get one on my foot.
Where have you been? No, that'll be like skywriting at night.
Is that racial undertone or overtone or what? Skywriting at night. What is going on here? Wow. Oh, my gosh. Oh, wow.
She said that.
Old Faithful. Now, the other news I got to do real quick before we get into the topic. Oh, and the topic today is what happens when your man says no. Okay? So we're going to talk about that. What happens when your man says no? We're talking about sexual stuff. But it's going to be different. Kind of like, oh, this is going to be raunchy and stuff. No, we're going to keep this like really professional. And I'm not going to like be saying no silly stuff in the whole time. I'm going to be really focused because I know in the last few weeks, there's been a lot of sexual stuff. Not sexual stuff. There's been a lot of issues about relationships going on.
Yes.
And so we talked about how important that is to talk about relationships and building relationships and having relationships. So we're gonna get into that. Serena Williams. Did you see that picture of Serena Williams?
Yes, quite offensive. Quite offensive.
With her with the big lips?
The caricature with her being overweight with red lips stomping on her already broken neck. Whatever that's English.
A racket. They call that a racket in tennis, okay? Woo! I'm trying to work with her, okay? They call that a racket in tennis, okay? You know when you kick a ball, that's soccer, okay? When you hit a ball, that's baseball, okay? When you shoot a basket, that's basketball, okay?
Thank you.
I'm just trying to help you out. She knows how to paint, and she's cute. That's it, okay? That's it, okay? Oh, wow. Yeah.
Because I couldn't say racket. You're insulting me and my intelligence.
No, you could say racket. How do you say racket in Spanish? I just want to know these things.
No, I don't know.
Oh, excuse. Oh, we doing it like that today? Okay, here's work again. Okay, Serena Williams. That was Serena or Venus? I keep getting that name.
It was Serena.
Serena lost the match to Naomi Osaka. And one of the issues were, and we'll talk about it later date, was that they was trying to get her to claim what race she was. Okay, they were saying, "Are you that Naomi Osaka?" Because her daddy, I think, is Haitian and her mother's Japanese. So they was trying to say, "Well, were you black? Are you Japanese? Are you all that?" And you can see that, yeah, categorizing. You see that little girl face. She was like, "Well, I just thought that was Naomi Osaka." So she's having. I saw that as an issue right there. With her trying to, people always want to categorize and define you. And this looks like the little girl is kind of okay with being whoever she is. So
well, you should be. I'm Puerto Rican and Italian. So, and I love both my cultures. You know, I wrote a poem that I performed on stage, and it's called "I Am Bi, I Am Bi, I Am Bi."
You are bi?
Bi. And it ends with, "I am biracial, bicultural, indefinitely."
Oh.
Bipolar.
You bipolar. Now she's telling herself all of this makes so much sense as we go along.
And it is to explain the different levels of rages, and then you have two fiery cultures mixed into one. And I always say my parents created walking time bombs when they decided to have children. And I say this for my sister Janet as well. That's why I say that.
Okay. You just like short with your questions and answers and everything.
No.
I don't know what's up with her today. She's just like A, B, C, D, E. Stop. E, F, G, H, I. Stop. I don't even know how to do my alphabets today. Here we go. My mother would be so upset with me.
You're still stuck on Ernie.
Yeah. I won't even bring it up. It was, how did you know it was on my mind? I want to know how the hell was they in the room together all this time, and I didn't know they was gay. I just thought they was best friends.
They shared a bedroom.
Uh-oh. We have white people in the background trying to help us out, help me understand Ernie's plight. And she's very smart, but I'm still not listening to nothing she say because she got sexy shit on her foot. So that just discounted everything she was going to say. How about that? Okay. What happens when your man says no?
What happens? A lot of thoughts. Women are very emotional, so if you are feeling a certain type of way and you go towards your man and he tells you no, your mind starts going in a total. We're not even thinking that he don't want us. Right away, we're gonna think, who has he been having?
So when your man is not responding,
when women, I can say, are rejected when they make sexual advances towards their husband and their husband rejects them. Yes, our first thought is gonna go with, he's having an affair, he's cheating on me. Who is she would be sometimes our first question. It's never, for the most part, is there something wrong? It's right away, it's, who is she? He's cheating, I know it.
Really?
What do you think? From a man's perspective, have you said no?
Have I said no to my wife? Yes. Or have I said no to sex to any woman that asks me? Now, before I was married, I don't think I've said no too many times, okay? Yeah, no. And my wife, I don't say no either. Even when I'm hot, I don't think that's something to do. Every now and then I might say no because I'm just being a total ass. But for the most part, no, that's not really. But to me, this is for me. I think a woman needs to be careful that what if this guy has some physical issues that's going on? He's not willing to tell you because he's scared of the repercussions or how you would see him.
We're still talking about a married couple, right?
Any couple, any person that's married.
Oh, when a man says no.
The man says no, because it might be because he can't get it up, and he doesn't want to tell you that he can't get it up. Or he might not find you attractive anymore, and he doesn't know how to tell you that either. So it could be. I don't think it's just one thing.
No, because it could also be kids. Once you start having kids, they take up a big chunk of your time. And who the hell wants to do anything after you've been with kids all day?
I think I went to a retreat, and it was saying that and it was a wonderful retreat, a couples retreat for marriage couples, and then there was people like 54 years marriage, and it was telling you how to work on things. And one of the things it was saying is that a man usually is ready to have some kind of sexual contact every 72 hours.
Okay.
When in fact for a woman that might not be the case at all. Okay, but they're letting you know that the man.
Is this your opinion?
No. That was research.
Like
That was a research thing that they were saying. For the most part, they asked every woman in the room, "Is that like your normal response? Every 72 hours, are you looking to have any sexual contact every 72 hours?" A majority of women was like, no. That was no. Now,
did they say why?
Just what you said. You gave a list of stuff. You said that disclaimer, and you said the kids, all the other stuff going on. So I think that might have been it. That might have been it. It's so many things that happen that a person. I think sometimes if you're with a couple, that sex can be put on the back burner because with so many other things going on.
Routine.
Routine. And then it doesn't find it's not a person doesn't want to do something with you, or maybe the person does want to do something with you, not want to do something with you. But when your man is saying no, I think that's totally different than the woman saying no. When your man is saying no, there's some red flags going on there, sister. Be mindful of it. Now, remember, I'm going to tell you something. When I give you a response, there's a few ways, like Margie, when she gives a response, you got to be careful what Margie's doing. Because Margie can give you a Margie response, a Margarita response, what's that crazy chick inside of you?
Juanita.
Juanita response, okay. And what's the other chick? It's some crazy chick. She got a few crazy chicks in her, right? I've seen them all at times, okay? So I'm saying that you gotta be careful with me because you could ask me what kind of response am I giving you. I can give you the uncle response, and my uncle response was like, "Girl, he cheating on you." That's the uncle response. Now the clinician response will say, "Well, maybe you need to look. He might have some dysfunctional stuff going on. He might not be able to, be aroused by you. So we need to work on some things. You need to look at that and really work that out." My friend response is, "Girl, watch him." Okay, so it could be a lot of different responses I can give you, and you too. So when we're talking about what happens if your man is saying no, I just think that it's so multifaceted, and we just spend the hours talking about what's going on with that.
What's the best way to? Okay, I think instead of having assumptions and going on with certain things, what's the communication? Why would you be embarrassed to tell your partner that you're having issues? What, if a woman is going through some phase in her life and she, let's just say, uncomfortably dry down there, what would you normally do? You would go buy some KY jelly.
Hold on.
But what I'm saying is, why would communication be? And that's my biggest killer when I speak to people. But I don't know how they would react if I were to tell them. Whatever. It's communication is key. It's what makes the world go round. So why not start at home? You want to talk to your kids about all the dangers out there, out in the world, to come home and share with you, let you know what's going on, where they're going to be, who they're going to be with. Why can't you do that with your partner?
Well, you should be able to.
But it doesn't happen. And I just said, the viewers are out there sending any questions, but it's like, I think communication is key. I don't care if you're having erectile dysfunction. Together we will figure it out.
Well, that's not true. Because I'm saying, I say this because I think that you're a different agreed on that, you're open and you have conversation. A lot of women do not have conversation about sex, so that's one, okay? And they're very uncomfortable with having that conversation about sex. And men are so too. Especially a man telling you that he is not up to par in certain areas. I don't think that's just a normal thing that he's going to just automatically do. He's not going to automatically say, yo, baby, I can't get it up. That's not going to happen.
Why?
Because he's not going to do that.
Then you know what? Then there's really no foundation there with you. Not you.
With me?
I want to be able.
I'm glad that we're so tight. But, and I'm not going to tell you if I can get up or not. But I'm going to say, if I know my wife and I, if nothing else, that's one of the strong suits we have in our marriage. If something's going on in the bedroom, we can have conversations about. Okay, but that's not the key, because I'm telling you, when I was dating, a lot of women, even from that part, they didn't really want to hear that too much. They didn't want you to talk to them about. They don't want to talk about sex anyway. For the most part, a lot of women didn't even want to talk to you about sex. They didn't want you to have any conversation about it, and that would be a whole other thing. Because I always would say, you know, it depends on what race of women I was dating at the time when I used to date. That I knew that I had a certain game plan for each race of women. And that sounds stereotypical, but since I've done it, I'm going to tell you.
He sounds like he was a sheik or something. He had a harem.
When I was younger and 100 pounds later, yeah, I did. That's 100 pounds later. I'm old and gray and funky. Only person that likes me is my wife now. Okay? But
and that's questionable.
What? Yeah, that's questionable at times. You know what I'm saying? She liked me sometimes. Today, I hope she liked me. What's up, baby? I hope you like me today. But I'm telling you, so women have this different conversation. Men are so intimidated, some, by having a conversation also, especially about being erectile dysfunction. So I don't think nobody's to blame. I just think it goes back to that whole communication.
It's 8 o'clock.
With you, that people just do not communicate. They don't communicate. I like you wrote that. Who's to blame?
Yeah. Because they say if the wife isn't interested, what was the number one response? When they asked a man that the wife isn't interested.
That's what that man would tell you?
That was the number one response from the man. And only 21% said their husbands were to blame. But then they added in the factors of stress, exhaustion as culprits to it. But it's like, I would recommend, and as a coach, I would recommend for couples, you need at least one night a week date night. Even if you, on a Wednesday night, meet after work at Starbucks. Go sit in Dunkin' Donuts. Go share a burrito at Taco Bell. I don't care.
A burrito.
What it is that you do, but you should take at least an hour, one day of the week, spontaneous after work, before you got to go home, to the routines and the constraints of everyday life, bathing, and everything that you have to do. And what happens is, you can't blame each other and expect results. You got to come together and figure out what can we do different to get to know each other. I would recommend for any couples out there who are having problems with intimacy, because that's what it's about. People want to label it sex, just like with my magically orgasmic self.
There we go. There we go.
They want to say sex, but you know what? Maybe the problem is just intimacy. It's gravitating towards each other to formulate the act of intercourse, right? So maybe it's the before the intercourse part that people are having trouble connecting.
Well, to me, and what I guess we'll have to explain to what I feel intimacy is. Intimacy is just two people kind of like bonding in their own way and trying to fill each other out. You were talking about that thing about people breathing and
tantric.
What's that called?
Tantric. I think people who have grown apart need to come back together, and when they come back together, they should consider tantric sex, tantric touch, and the massage and the magic that just with breathing and one accord and just where your breaths come out together and you're not touching, but your energy is embracing one another. That's there's such an intimacy there without intercourse. And I think that if you're having issues with your spouses, you might consider having a tantric session. I've looked them up. There's many in Tampa. There's even a minister who does tantric sexual intercourse, healing, massaging sessions here in Tampa.
Okay. I'm getting hot on this one. I'm trying to stay cool on this one, but I'm burning up over here talking about this tantric.
And I think it's something that even if you just started dating, because if it's in the beginning of your relationship and you're gonna stay in it without resolving it, then I feel sorry for you and the waste of time that you're gonna commit. That's like suicide on love. So if you if there is some kind of disconnect, which will happen because when life
Shows
takes control
when life shows up
of your in your space, then what happens? You give into it and you just follow the path. You gotta grab it by the balls. You gotta take back your ownership of your life.
She said she gotta grab it by the balls.
And you have to then try to relearn each other in your now. In the moment in which you're present. Not how you were together 5 years ago.
I think you can relearn a person if you're looking to do so. You have to want to. They was talking about, like somebody like having sex with their wife and the wife says, well, yeah, come on, I'll do it. Or and then he's like, well, I don't want you just to do it. I want you to want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Not not just to out of obligation. I don't think nobody wants anybody to do something out of obligation. People want you to. They want to be wanted. And if you don't, and I always would say that. I remember, and I'm gonna tell my sisters about this. I'm gonna tell on y'all. I remember we used to be at a barbecue, and she used to go on a date. I'm gonna tell. And the guy would be hugging up on her, and he'd be kissing on her and loving on her. And I remember my mother said, "Baby, I need something from the store." And he jumped up, and he left to go to the store. And as soon as he left to go to the store, I remember my sister going, like, why don't he just go? And I was like, well, damn, she showed him so much love. I thought that she loved him, really cared for him. Right then I said, I gotta watch you chicks, because wow, I know that dude thought that he was being wanted, and he really genuinely wasn't being wanted. Having 6 sisters, it's not good sometimes. You see some things you shouldn't be seeing, and I've been scarred for life. Okay, scarred for life. Don't take baths with your sisters when you're younger either. One of my sisters peed on me, and I'm still mad about her peeing on me for no reason. I told her not to do that.
That's why you didn't notice Ernie. And who's the other one? Who's the other one? Ernie and Bert.
And
That's
Desi,
right, he just went right over.
I hate you for that. And you peed on me for no reason. And when I get a chance, I gotta put you on Front Street. I don't care how pretty you are and how grown you are. You peed on your brother for no reason. I never take a bath with you again. My mother told me not to take a bath with you, and that's what happened. Okay, I'm sorry. It came out. Oh! I gotta do this. My sister was going on.
He'll get to it.
No, listen up. Yeah, just listen up. Shit, y'all ain't got nothing else to do. My sister was going on TV, and she needs people to vote for her, okay? Because she's going to try to be a star. And out in Southern California, like a little sports center thing they got going on. And when we finish, I'm going to give you the site that you need to go and check the site out, vote for her, and blow out the water so she can get a job. And when she get the job, she ain't got to ask me for no money. So we all need to do this together, okay? All of us need to do this together to make sure that she gets a better stance. Okay, now let's go back to men saying no. Oh, somebody called me and we was talking. I told him we was going to do this. And she told me that her husband hasn't touched her for almost 3 years. Okay, how do you do that? Now, which answer are we going to give her? Are we going to give her the clinical answer, the cousin answer, or Margie answer? Tell us, Margie, what should she be looking for?
Has she tried to touch him?
She said she done tried to touch him. She done got butt naked. She done try to dance, strip.
He's just not into you.
Damn, Margie.
Let me tell you something, okay? I love me enough to know I don't take one for the team. So this is a partnership. You're going to want me like I want you. Maybe you're tired one day and I'm going to put in a little extra work just to get the mood flowing. Put some candles on, dim the lights, get the wine.
Sugar nuts.
Get whatever. Dress in my heels. Do whatever it takes.
Sugar nuts.
But if it gets to the point where I am doing all this effort and you're still not saluting,
responding.
You're not saluting for me when I enter the room, and it's gone more than a week, you're just not that into me.
So, do you think he's cheating?
I don't know what the scenario is, but that's what she told you, right? She doesn't say if he keeps his phone on him,
Nah.
if he
She's not saying all that. She's not saying all
then
that.
we can't venture on that road right now. The only road we know is she's danced for him, she's done all these things for him,
And he's not responding.
and he's not responding. Then obviously somewhere along the road the attraction was lost.
Should she ask to go to counseling with him?
She should ask him before she makes a decision, but life waits for no one. Now, that being said,
Okay.
if they have a solid foundation and they love each other's company and they make each other laugh and they compliment whatever it is they do, they enjoy going out, if everything else is lovely and it's just that, then you gotta weigh the pros with the cons.
So that means don't throw the baby out with the bathwater.
Yes.
Okay, so
If it's something that can be salvaged, there's other parts in a relationship that are just beautiful and there's just no intercourse.
who said agreed?
I don't know. It's not coming up. That's
Okay.
why we should have used your phone.
Oh,
You
that's
wanna
why we're
hold
missing
on to
all the
your
people
phone.
when
Yeah.
they're calling
We
out.
could have went on your phone. I told
Oh,
you, my
I'm
phone's
sorry.
Not that good.
I was wondering why nobody was calling us today. Usually we got all kind of hate mail going on. I mean, from all kind of folks.
So I don't know.
But that's okay today. I was wondering what was going on with that. Okay, so somebody said agreed. Okay, so they agree with us. Good.
Put your name on the comments so we
Put
can
your
see
name
it
on the
because
comments.
We can't see.
We can't see. Okay,
The way
sorry.
you typed agreed, type your name.
Oh, sorry about that. Okay, what is the other guy you said you was gonna have speaking? I told you about the one. Louis what's his name? Louis Sinatra.
No, that's Jason.
Jason Sinatra. Okay.
Now, Luis Pito, he's a friend from Bridgeport, who
Pito?
now lives in Cali.
Okay.
And he wants to put us on his LinkedIn account and other parts of social media and whatever it is that he does in Cali. He says he
Okay.
really appreciates our show. I asked him to call in to talk on this subject, but my phone hasn't.
Phone hasn't rang.
It hasn't.
Okay.
I haven't heard it.
All right.
ring. But I think if your relationship and every other part is doing good, but there's just not that
One piece.
intimate sexual piece, then I think you can work at it. I think there's still hope for that. Now, if he doesn't want to go out with you, if he doesn't make an effort to buy you anniversary gifts, birthday gifts, whatever, if everything's just blah, like you are two ships in the night, then you need to reevaluate your life because time waits for no one.
I would
And
tell you.
life is too
I would tell
short.
you to start working out, looking good, reinvesting yourself.
For yourself.
Okay,
correct.
you're like a stock right now. So people treat stocks when they think they're down real fucked up. Okay, so what you need to do is make sure you bring your stock up. Look pretty as shit. Okay, do your hair, put some heels on. If you got a fat ass, make it fat. Okay, if you got some titties, put some tissue. If you don't have no
There's no
titties,
need. There's
put some
no
tissue in
need.
there and make him look
You know
bigger.
what? A woman's not about tits and ass. A
Who
woman,
you talking?
because
How
men.
you know? Hold on. Yes, it is about tits and ass.
that's
Okay.
that's men
Okay.
being aesthetic. And you know what?
And men
all
are
this
aesthetics.
right here, all this right here.
What?
This is fleeting.
When?
Oh, this is fleeting.
When?
And it's
Okay.
what? Does a woman take care of you? Does she love you? Unconditional. Will she move mountains for you? Will she make a dinner out of an olive, peanut butter, and 2 slices of the bread, and you don't go to bed hungry?
Look, she make a dinner
Okay?
out of an olive, 2 slices of bread, some peanut butter. I'm marrying that motherfucker. Okay. Shit.
So
break it down, sister.
and when
Break it down.
men
Break it down.
chase looks and
Oh,
ass, you can find. Let me tell you something, because
It also-
I've been to public bathrooms, and there has been bitches coming in there with banging ass bodies, no stomach, which I'm still working on that. No stomach, big ass, boobs, all nice, dress, expensive clothes, and they walk out that toilet and it is funky.
What you mean?
So
funky?
don't go by just because you see
fish?
somebody with a big ass that they're the bomb. You know, that's all.
Crayfish.
This is all fleeting.
Crayfish.
You know, so men get themselves in trouble aesthetically.
Crayfish.
And then when they have nobody there, at the end of the day, when that pretty bitch done walked down and left him just because she had a big ass and someone else came with bigger, deeper pockets, then where you gonna go? You're gonna run back to the woman that held you down and raised you up and put you on a pedestal for unconditional love and didn't have the sides of the ass.
I'm sorry what I said.
No, you're
Men,
not.
stop it.
No, you're not.
Men, don't look at pretty asses in women and
That's
always
not, that's not what I'm saying.
and always just look at the girl who makes you peanut butter and olive sandwiches. Thank you very much.
Listen, you can make a joke and I'll tell you what. I
Thank
look
you
busted
very
today,
much.
and
No,
we're talking
God damn
about,
it, we talk about
we're talking
peanut butter and
about
olive sandwiches today. Yeah, buddy.
I've made that happen.
You
I've made
supposed
that
to.
happen. And let me tell you something. So, I mean, I'm not knocking anybody with a big ass and pretty tits and a flat stomach. More power to you. What I'm saying is men use that as an excuse. And then what happens? Beauty lies within. But you men are so blind, always thinking with your penis. That's what happens. And then you're feeling all empty.
Yeah. I'm telling men that we need to stop thinking with our penis.
We do not own the rights to this song.
Right now you're hearing the slow grooves of Don't Think With Your Penis. Okay, okay, I'm sorry. It hit me. You're 100% right. You know, when we talk about intimacy and being closer to a person, you really got to work on that. Because what happens, again, when a person's sick? What do you do with that? If a person can't, move their body a certain way or just don't look the same way they did before.
So
okay?
What happens is, exactly, so if you're going to go, if your friend is saying she went, 3 years?
3 years.
3 years with no sex.
Which is it's admirable, but not the brightest thing to do.
But it depends. What's the scenario? What's the situation? When Eric.
So let's run down the list.
Got
First of all,
paralyzed.
so she should check. Check one. Check to see if there's a physical problem with him. Give me another one.
Talk. Ask about the intimacy, the connection that you both have. Are you still attractive? Does he still see you?
Should she sit him down? Should she sit him down?
Sit
look
across
him
from
eye
him.
to eye
Sit
and
across
say,
from him.
"Look here, mother, son of a biscuit
No.
eater."
Listen,
What?
we need to talk. We need to clear the air.
Okay.
This is what's bothering me. Because a lot of times the conversation like, well, you
Somebody
are not
said,
doing
"What is
this.
that?"
You're not doing this. You're not doing right. You're not making me happy. Who the hell wants to listen to that? I don't. If I was a man, I'd get up and walk away too. It's not about what you're not doing for me. This is how I'm feeling.
Right.
I find myself in this situation right now because it has been 2 to 3 years since we have been
Hold on, let me
intimate.
say this. If you're talking to him and he's watching Monday Night Football, he's not listening to you,
Not
okay?
listening, no.
If he's watching...
Pick the right time, not your
if he's
time.
watching the World Cup finals or something, he's not listening to you,
No,
okay?
no.
So make sure you
Don't be
stop
petty.
him.
Don't be petty.
Make sure you don't do it while he's doing that,
No.
because he ain't going to want to listen to you.
But then that's a woman being petty if she knows that's his time.
Right, don't do that.
Don't do it on your time or because you just think he should listen to you right there at that moment. If you really want to clear the air with somebody, you need to find the right time where you're both in the right space. The mind, the surroundings, you come together. There's nothing else pending. Turn your phones off, eye to eye.
Yeah, good time to do it for a man. Do it right after you feed him. You'll have a good 10-minute window before he goes to sleep and talk really what
But
you
I
need
hope
to
he's
say.
going to take a shower before he goes to sleep.
Men don't usually do that, but
That's
that's a whole
disgusting.
nother discussion.
Yeah, that's a whole other show of hygiene.
Sir, before you go to bed and you worked all day, if you're thinking now, for you, if you think you're not getting enough
And if
sex,
you worked all day, you're not taking a shower,
before
then
you
I don't want to
go
have
to
sex
bed,
with you.
make sure you wash your balls, okay? Okay, no one wants to deal with sweaty balls.
No.
Okay, no one wants to deal. So I mean, I don't even want to deal with mine. Okay, let alone somebody else want to deal with them. So wash them, please. Okay,
Yes.
do not go. My mother used to
It's
say
imperative. 2 showers minimum of a day, but I can go for
2
more.
showers a day.
Every morning before you get dressed,
Uh-huh.
and every night before your ass
Oh,
gets
that's
in the
true.
bed.
That's true. That's a good number.
And then in between, if you did potty,
If you potty,
I would like you to jump in the shower after you wipe because toilet paper doesn't clean me. But that's another show. That's just my hygiene issues.
yeah, when she had to take care of her husband, and she did an excellent job taking care of him because he couldn't move. And so she would make sure he didn't, no bed sores or anything. I remember when she used to walk away, he used to say, "Hey, man." I said, "What?" He said, "I can't stand the way she washed me." I said, "What do you mean?" "She washed me so hard. I feel violated."
He used to say that, but he was
And I was
clean.
like, "What happened? What she be doing to you?"
He never
"I think she
itched.
be doing a rim shot with me." I said, no, man, no. So she violated my man. When he could not move, he got violated. So I'm saying it to the world. Okay, I'm letting you know. No, you did a damn good job. He was clean.
Now since
he smelled like a baby's ass. Little
said.
baby smelled like a baby's ass. Okay, every time I saw him, he smelled clean and fresh.
Love baby.
Now, I actually love baby. Love means woman, right?
No.
Yes, it does. Love
his name was Lil Baby. His
L-I-L?
oldest brother was Baby. So
Right.
Eric was the youngest. He was the runt of the bunch.
He was a runt.
So they called him Lil Baby.
Little baby.
Like Lil Baby.
Little baby.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody said, what is that?
So, but because of the country slur, I'm going to say
La Baby.
I'm from up north, but this country slur, they're La Baby.
Oh.
That's how they would say.
Don't do that. That's almost like me doing a Spanish part. No. Don't do any black colloquialism. I'll do all the black stuff. You stick with the Spanish stuff because that doesn't sound good.
I'm telling you how they used to call it butt.
That like me talking about season.
But here you are. You're talking about that.
I
So,
clean the kitchen.
So,
what?
Sexless marriage, as I said, it's imperative to work on other parts if you cannot have sex. That you develop a friendship so deep that no matter how awful your day is, how ugly your temper is, you know, how many doors you want to kick in or just scream and holler because of whatever the day is bringing you, you're going to always look at that person with admiration and beauty because you've known the depths of them. So a sexless marriage can work because I lived one.
Wow.
And I lived one because my husband was paralyzed. So I chose to be loyal, faithful, and celibate for 5.5 years out of our 6 and a couple months marriage. But that was it. You know, it wasn't a choice. It's not that he didn't want me or I didn't want him. It was a circumstance we dealt. So what did we do? We built our solid foundation already, but we built around that sexting. Yeah, we talked about it all the time. We played around with it. You know, we joked around about it. And so I would tell him how the doorknobs were looking pretty good to me, pretty exciting, enticing. You know, that was just the way that we got through. We never just brushed it under the rug. Right. We talked about it. And then we built. You
didn't act like it was not there.
Oh, we didn't, yeah. Or I wasn't mad that I couldn't do it. You know what? I didn't miss it in that time because my life was too busy being filled, laughing and fussing and caretaking. So there's different reasons why marriages are sexless. Now, if there's none of that going on, and you've danced in front of him with your little baby doll on and your heels, and you bent over and you did all this kind of stuff, and he just walks away from you, then I'm sorry to tell you, from woman to woman, he's just not that into you.
So there's a few things that when you find out somebody's not interested, there's a few things you need to do. One, I'm going to tell you, you're a stock. I'm going to say that again and again. You need to work on building your brand. How do you do that? You make sure you take care of yourself. If you thought let me tell you, a young lady told me that she was ugly. I'm going to say this to any young lady. There's nothing ugly about any woman, okay? There's something pretty on you, okay? You just need to make sure you figure it out and you accentuate that prettiness. If you got some beautiful legs, then show those pretty legs. Wear them skirts.
Okay? I have wide-ass hips that can carry groceries on. You know what? I make sure I wear fitted clothes to my waist and my hips are always going to... I showed you my hips already.
Yeah. Yeah. I got something, okay? Oh, let me read you my horoscope. Do you do horoscopes?
I love horoscopes.
Okay, real quick. My horoscope today, because I was just feeling kind of blah and bloated again. Am I a girl? Because I feel bloated?
That's a misconception. Men feel bloated.
Well, I've been feeling it.
Men get hormonal, I think. They get moody.
Men get moody.
Yes.
So my uncle's a moody
and right
dude.
Away, they want to say, oh, you're gay.
He is the moodiest dude that I've met. And he's not gay. And somebody told me about this. They said I'm homophobic, okay? And I'm telling you, absolutely not. I just talk about things that people just don't say. So no, that's not. I'm not. Yeah, I'm be like, I'm gonna sound like a white dude now. Some of my best friends are gay. I could do this all night. I can do this. Okay, listen, Virgo, you may feel the desire to try something you've never done. I had to stop right there. Okay, for the sake of improving your life in a big way. Any changes you desire to do that involve your physical appearance may seem to be drastic to you. But like changing a hair color, there are times when you can always go back. You know what? The other day, I was thinking about coloring my beard.
I remember.
You remember I was saying that? And I was like, nah, I ain't gonna color my beard. No. Everybody says it's hot. You know, it's good. You know.
But what did you feel about your beard?
I don't know.
Prior to you thinking that you wanted to, were you contemplating
on coloring my beard?
Because people made comments about that. You might look younger.
Yeah.
That you might be more attractive, this and that. But then you went home. You bought the shit because you told me you bought the shit.
Why are you telling everybody?
Okay.
Don't tell nobody I bought it.
And you did it.
Oh,
and I looked at you. And I said,
you did not tell my secret.
I said, and it was all natural, mi gente.
Yeah.
I love that he researched it.
Yeah.
He went to the natural store, bought these cacao whatever things, and he had to grind it and
roots.
make it into a paste.
I feel like a witch doctor in there. Shoot! I was in there grinding shit. I had shit, you know those things, them bowls that that everybody from Puerto Rico put the shit in, and they grind it and shit. When the witch doctor, you go to witch doctor, talk about bring me my man back. You know, y'all know, bring me his drawers, bring me his hairs off his crotch.
Why gotta be Puerto Ricans?
Black people do it too. Black people used to do it. When we used to live in Brooklyn, they used to be in Coney Island with people underwear and waiting to go see the witch lady, the tarot lady, where they can put some root on their man. Okay, y'all remember y'all used to do that. Okay. Anyway, I did the grind and I put it on and it started making my hair black and it was really doing it. And I washed it out before it did it. Okay, and I stopped it. Because I was going to do it, but for some reason, I just didn't feel comfortable. Like it was disingenuous for me to have a black hair and it looked like I was like 19. Because I'm like really okay with being 49 years old.
Yeah.
So, but everybody keep telling me I need to be like 30. But I'm like okay with being like 49. I lose some weight.
Why would they tell you that?
I don't know.
We all could lose. We're getting older.
But just
it's harder to lose it.
I don't care.
I don't even know how it comes on. I wake up in the morning, I'm like 5 pounds heavier. I'm like, what the fuck? Then what did I dream about?
Nah, I was on Margie's team just a minute ago. She said she just wake up in the morning, she 5 pounds heavy.
Like, what the hell's going on?
Here comes the brand new flavor in your ear.
Like, what the hell? But it's like, that's the price of getting older.
Oh, man.
And mi gente,
wow.
Mi gente, we got to stay active. As we get older, we have to become more active. We have to be more involved in ourselves. And I after work yesterday, I brought my clothes to work. I changed into my sneakers. I put my gear. I drove down to the river walk. I think I walked 20 minutes one way. I'm like, fuck this shit. That sun was so bad. I thought I was going to faint.
Why you go out and
Curtis,
walk when it's hot?
Because I figured. This is what I figured.
You think you're white?
I'm already out.
You think you're white? So white people do shit like that. For 12 o'clock in the daytime, they go take their ass out and walk. With they fucking dog and shit, okay? You know a neighborhood's going to pack. I can tell you, when a black neighborhood, the first sign of a black neighborhood going to shit is when you see a white girl walking down the street with a poodle. We're done. We're over. Gentrification has happened, okay? Okay. Yo, stop doing that. That's white people do that. What am I hearing? Somebody's calling you?
Yeah, but it's...
Don't they know we're doing a podcast?
This is what happens.
Yeah.
What happens is... Okay, what happens is that...
Shout out to Joey Melendez.
And Natalie.
Andrea. Shout out. Andrea, shout out. We got to get white friends.
Listen, we have one right here.
One white friend? We gotta get more than one white friend. We need more than one friend. There's only so much she can do. We can't put the work of the world on her. It's not fair.
My mom watches too.
Okay, her mom watches too. Shit. We have 2 white friends. If you're a white person out there and you hear the sound of my voice, hold on. Why are you doing that? Let me get this information from my sister. Because she's looking at the podcast, and if I don't put it in, then I can't come over for Thanksgiving. And she told me to do this because she wants to be a star. And she's great. So when you go on and you see her name, I want you to shoot it and put it up and vote for her. All right? Don't look at what she did because you might not like it. Wait, but just vote for her, okay? Because she's great. Take my word for it. Because we're all family. Now, we're going to do the same. You got some family members trying to do something? Let us get a shout out. Oh, I told you this is what I'm going to start doing. I was going to give up shout outs to some of our sponsors. Okay? So, I'd like to give a shout out to Blood Raw Entertainment. They haven't given us any money yet. But he promised me.
I did not know he was going to do
If we
this.
do the shout out, that he was going to pay us $45 to do it. Yes, he did. He said he would give us $45.
Where did we come up with that number?
That's we didn't need to talk about it. I just needed $45 because I ran out of gas. So he rolled up on me. I ran out of gas. $45 was the price that we said we was going to do. Okay, so phone ringing again. Who keeps calling you?
No.
What's that?
Our Janice wants to go live with us.
Who's our Janice?
My son-in-law.
We'll put him on, and he better be funny. Invite him. Is he on?
I don't know. Let's see.
I don't hear him. Is he gonna speak Spanish?
I don't know.
Hola. ¿Cómo está? We can't have dead time on the phone while you're doing that.
I'm trying to see what is going on.
We're doing better than we did last week. This week, we got a little dead time because she wants to invite people. I told her I'm the only peacock here. I'm the only guy that needs to be on this. I'm man enough.
I'm waiting for Luis Velez to call.
And Luis Velez, is he going to pay us anything?
He is going to
enlighten us with his...
us out on the West Coast.
Oh, he is?
Yes.
Well, welcome, Luis Velez. I'm so glad that you decided to be part of this thing, okay? So you call, and we'll put you on. Everybody from West Coast we like. Tupac, E40, who else? Ice Cube. California. Oh, yeah. Well, what happened to the brother?
Where's Henny? Henny call.
Henny call. Hold on. Keep. Okay, let's close up this part, because then we're going to close out in a minute about the sexist marriage. I just want to talk real quick before I do my sister's thing, that I want us to be mindful that, young ladies, if somebody's not responding to you, just like we talked about before, please don't count yourself out. You really need to work on yourself and do what you need to do with yourself.
You need to have self-love,
self-respect,
self-honor, self-trust.
And do some self-touching if you need to. No, seriously, there ain't nothing wrong with that.
No.
Ain't nothing wrong.
You know what? How better for you?
With a little bump and grind.
How better for you
Grind.
to have someone give you pleasure
Grind.
when you know.
Why does your battery in your phone always go out? What is wrong with you? If you know we got to do a podcast, why don't you plug the damn thing up? Electricity is all over the world, okay? All over the world we have electricity. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of it. She always does this to me.
Listen.
Now we're about to go off the air because of her and her phone. She be on it all the time, 24/7, 7 days a week. She's on the phone.
Listen, ladies, get to know your body. There's nothing wrong. There's no sin with getting to know your body, getting to know what your rhythms are, getting to know what it is that you like, so that when you come together with somebody, you can direct them. You can tell them exactly what it is you like. Never be ashamed to tell someone, I want it like this.
That's a whole nother discussion right there. And you know what? And a lot of people...
I will enjoy it more and I can give you more pleasure if we do it this way.
I like it.
Take control of every situation in your life. That's what it's about. That's the whole umbrella of self-love is self-understanding.
What? Can I sing I Like It Like That?
No.
No, that's so true. You was 100% right. Now, could you read this? It says https www.nbclosangeles.com
/news/sport/the-choice. That's why you have to put in. All those other numbers are irrelevant.
Do it one more time.
www.nbclosangeles.com /news/sports/the-choice.
Desiree Hall. Go up, please. Don't make me look stupid. Call up, dial it up, hit it on your thing, see her name, hit it, give her a vote. Make it happen for me, please. We need her working, okay? Seriously. And I'm not just saying it for me. The whole family feels the same way, okay? And she's a wonderful, talented person. We want her to get out there and be seen. If you see her, she's gorgeous. My sister, I love her to death. Please, a shout out for her. Do we do any more shout outs to for any more sponsors?
Yes.
Blood Raw. No, just messing.
Who else? Who else already contributed to our?
Oh, we gotta say thank you for Stephanie contributing. No, she has contributed. She gave us $5. We love it. Now, see, the reason why I'm making fun of this because we're starting in the humble confines.
She didn't give $5. What she did is she purchased something on the computer for us to better record.
Then that's what she did,
Yeah.
and it's such a better recording. And you know what I'm gonna say? I am so happy for people who are giving us responses. A lot of love, a lot of good information. People are loving it, and we're loving you that you're feeling good about it. What we're going to do better is get our time frames down, and that's my fault because I'm all over the place.
Well, it's also my fault because when we started the podcast, I was not successfully employed. I was successfully unemployed.
So you was available.
I was available, but we have already discussed why I took on this project. We're not going to go into it again. So we will get better. I believe we're going to do Saturday mornings.
Yeah, we're going to try Saturday mornings. I like that.
Saturday mornings. And we'll try to stick to Saturday mornings at the same time every week. But because I love spontaneity in my life, we will do an evening show throughout the week. So for those that follow, great. And maybe you want to let other people in on it. But if not, this is what we will be doing.
And if you can, shoot it out to somebody else. You know, earlier I would say, if you don't like it, don't like it. No, there's a whole world out there. And there's a lot of, we need to have some fun and some laughter when we're doing some things. So I asking you, we're begging you to make sure that you let other people know about what we're doing. And I am very happy about that. Give us a word before we get out of here.
The word is to the women who, when he says no, find out why. Find out if you both can come together in understanding the whys and seek the truth. Seek the truth. If it is because there's no longer a connection there, remember, one morning you woke up and said, oh my God, I'm in love. I love this person. Well, a couple months, a couple years down the road, you're going to wake up and you're going to look at that person and there's not going to be any of those emotions left because that's how life is. For every beginning, there's an end. It's what's in the middle that counts, right? So be honest about that. When a relationship comes to an end because of that, not for no other reason other than I woke up and I looked at you and I don't love you anymore. It is totally okay. It is totally okay to feel that. It's not a sin. Be honest about it.
It's not a sin to not. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
But be honest about it. Don't, because it sounds like such a lame reason why I just don't love you no more. And you feel you got to fill in
the gaps.
And put a why. There doesn't always have to be a why. And then they start looking, well, you're too overweight. Or you don't do it for me like this anymore. Or you're sloppy. Or your cooking tastes. They find 1,000,001 nonsense to add to reasons. If you wake up and you're no longer in love with your partner, be fucking honest. Be honest with yourself first.
Amen.
And then it should be able to flow.
Amen.
With ease to the person that you spent part of your life with. Because even if it was 5 years, it's still part of your life.
Reasons, seasons,
lifetime. Don't forget that.
Hit them with a namaste.
Until the next one, mi gente. Namaste. Let me get in. And remember, love yourself.
Love. Ciao, Bella. Ciao. We out of here. Finish it.